Would you
Your Honor,
please?
is this an appropriate time to make a motion?
I will allow it. I will allow it. Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to make a motion that you recuse yourself as judge, particularly for your conduct and behavior over this past weekend.
I know exactly what you're talking about, Mr. Ring. I think it's inappropriate for you to bring up this motion.
Well, I think it was inappropriate for you to have done what you did.
If I understand you correctly, this has something to do with your daughter and the events this past weekend in Dallas, Texas. Am I correct in that assumption?
Yes, for the disgrace and dishonor that you have brought upon my daughter and our family.
I will. First of all, I'll allow a brief discussion of this because I want to make sure that something like this does not happen again. Whatever happens outside this courtroom, if it happens outside this courtroom, should not affect the proceedings here today. I know something of what you're talking about, and I think when you see here, I had appeared on an internet show called FNT. I was appeared in a group shot with a bunch of individuals with microphones. There was a woman there. That my understanding is that she is your daughter.
That is correct. And I don't know if you're able to, but if you could zoom in on that picture.
Well,
do we have a close-up of that
down
picture?
Very quickly.
Yes. Yes, I believe you are trying to influence the prosecution in a very inappropriate way.
I will say, Mr. Ring, don't make me use the gavel. Let me just say this. If you're sitting on a couch with a bunch of men and a woman comes to your side and surprises you, that is a look of a surprised man. I am certain that any other person who is approached on the side by anyone, you would have a look of surprise on your face. That is exactly what that is.
Yes, my understanding is your head was in this position for 5 minutes as they are trying to set up this shot.
I believe there's someone else in our gallery here that I believe can discuss and can clear me of your accusations. Your internet daughter, X-Ray Girl, is here.
Hi, Dad.
Please, can you
yes, daughter, can you explain yourself in this picture?
I sat down to take a picture, and Chris got all up in my face. Sorry, Judge Gore, and he told me to call him Daddy, and I'm scared, Dad.
Yes, I had to remind you or tweet you to excuse yourself to the restroom and then leave the building.
Which I did.
Yes, I'm very proud of you for that.
Well, let me be real for a moment here. Was this before or after the 7 White Claws that were consumed by your daughter? There is more photographic evidence that we could show. I will, to preserve the honor of your internet daughter, Mr. Ng, I will not disclose these pictures, but I will remind you that events that take place out of this courtroom are inadmissible. The personal lives of anyone, the attorneys here today, the witnesses, it is not allowable in this fake courtroom. So, anything else to add?
I have nothing bad to say about my daughter. Her life is her life, and how she chooses to waste it away is her problem, and I give her full authority over her life in that way. And yes, at times she has brought dishonor to our family. But again, your behavior here is excusable. If you look at the line of sight with your eyes, I find it disgusting and reprehensible. And her mother is crying, weeping, gnashing her teeth. So you have disrupted this family.
Again, Mr. Ing, that is a look of a man that is surprised by a woman that has very quickly breached upon my space. And I would say, if she were my daughter, I would be very proud that she could consume as many White Claws in such a short period of time. So you look on it as dishonor. I say, well done, and you should be proud. But we will no longer. Miss Girl, would you like to anything to add to this situation?
I would like to say I'm very sorry, Dad, Mr. Ing. Let me make that clear. That I did this. I would also say, Judge Gore, you can party hardy, and I'm very surprised. Very surprised. I like Frank Gore a lot.
Well, and thank you. That's all we have from your daughter today, Mr. Ing. I would warn you to refrain from bringing any more personal matters that take place outside this courtroom into the courtroom.
Yes, and I would like to also say that ask you to refrain from any philandering with my daughter. I understand you appreciated her ability to assemble furniture for the Kenobi series, but that is no excuse.